For today's class, we will need, I'm going to be using the bigger bolster, and you could definitely use something in place of this. So maybe a couple bed pillows would work really great here. Or if you have a nice firm, thicker bed pillow would work great. And then I have my blanket, which we will need for an additional pose, and my blocks are always there just in case I want something propped up. So if you have something similar, a couple throw pillows, just in case you want to stuff anything anywhere. And you know, every day is different, and you want to recognize and honor that one day butterfly pose might feel really comfortable to just let your knees hang to the side, and another day it might bring up some like feelings of agitation and discomfort. And those days, listen to your body and honor it, and show it compassion, and bring those pillows underneath your legs. So just really making these practices your own. We're going to bring our legs out in front of us to start our practice, getting nice and tall through the spine. Feeling that just for a moment, just that tallness. I'm usually sitting up on the corner of a blanket, a folded blanket or a cushion. Just tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. It allows you to sit up tall without quite as much work, and you're not slumping at all in that lower back. Just come into your space. When you're ready, we'll walk our hands forward onto our legs, coming to wherever they stop, to your own edge. I don't even come to my ankles, so maybe you do, maybe you don't come as far as me. I'm in the middle of my shins. It's how we feel in these poses, definitely not how we look. Once you're there, we're going to round our back. Let our head hang. Feeling that stretch all along the back body. Really letting your legs be soft here and relaxed, so they can begin to soften and open a little deeper. If our muscles are holding on, they're tensing it all, we won't be able to get into those deeper tissues. So really focusing on releasing the muscles. And bring awareness to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Breathing into the belly, feeling it rise, expand on the inhale. And release and let go on the exhale. Then using your poses to go inward, to see what you're feeling. Notice how you're feeling. Let it all be. Let it come up just the way it would like to. We're not controlling here. We're just witnessing, allowing our inner selves to show itself to us. And take another breath here. And walk your hands in closer to your body. Slowly rolling up through the spine. Lean back just for a moment. Just give your back a moment, feeling just a little slight arch in that lower back. Maybe wiggling your toes. Circling the ankles. And bringing your legs in, we're going to take our left shin, bring it parallel to the edge of our mat, or just parallel in front of you. And then your right foot can either go on top of that left knee if that's comfortable. It doesn't work for me. My legs are too far up. So you could also just bring that right leg right in front of your left leg. Kind of just get it nice and tight in there. And if you'd like blocks or cushions, again, underneath anything to support your knees, to support your thighs, do that. We'll get nice and tall, and then we're going to walk our hands forward. Coming to your own edge, you might really feel it in one of your thighs and both of them. Feel it in your glute area. Walk till you're feeling that therapeutic sensation, but before there's irritation or pain. Just gotta adjust on my prop a little bit here. There we go. And once you're there, settling into the pose, relaxing. And again, just letting whatever come up to come up. Sometimes feelings of agitation might come up in some of these poses, which can often lead to us bringing a story into it that brings this agitation. And just let it be, and let it be your chance to be a pal. PPAL. PPAL is where we have a situation that brings us agitation, and let it be our guide. We pause for that first P before reacting. We pause. The second P is we presence ourselves. We presence ourselves to the feeling, to the sensation in our body. Most emotions do have a sensation somewhere in the body that you can find. We breathe into that sensation. We allow it to move. The A is we ask. We ask, what is the next right step for us in this situation? And the L is for listen. We listen. Listen for an answer. And we can practice that inner practice on our mat. Use it for things that come up, to pause, to presence, to ask, to listen. And then we can take it off of our mat when situations come up, when somebody sends us a text that brings up some agitation, when somebody cuts us off in traffic. Instead of that automatic reaction, instead of us not being aware of our response, we pause, we presence, we ask, we listen for an answer, and then we respond. Walk your hands in closer to your body, slowly rolling up, bringing the legs out in front of you. Might feel really good to stretch them out and give them a nice little shake. Wiggle the toes, circle the ankles. And getting your bolster, we're going to bring this right, left leg back parallel to our mat, or parallel just in front of our body. We're going to take the right leg back behind us. The left leg, shin is parallel, and we're coming into those two 90-degree angles, the deer pose. If you are on a prop, maybe just sending that back. We're getting nice and square kind of in the hips right here to start off with. And then we're going to take our bolster to the left side of us, start to twist at the torso, and slowly make our way down onto the bolster or pillows, whatever you have here. As you go, adjust your legs. They don't have to be rigid. They don't have to stay in one spot. You adjust so that this pose works for you and is comfortable. And once you're here, let go through the hips. Again, adjust wherever you need to. Take your time to make this pose work for you. Maybe you'd like more height here, and that would be completely fine. Add an extra pillow, add your folded blanket, maybe a block underneath the cushion. And really settle down.
Getting deep into the hips today. And the hips are usually where I can sometimes get feelings of agitation. I don't know if I said that in the last pose. I might have. They're usually tight for me. They hold emotion. With my practice, I learn more and more how to relax them, how to guide them towards softness. And slowly pressing into your hands and your forearms. Walk your hands in closer to your body, going nice and slow. Whew. Lean back onto the hands into that left hip so you can stretch those legs back out. Give them a nice little shake. Wiggle the toes, circle the ankles. We're going to come into our square pose on the other side. So maybe coming back up onto your support for this one. Bring your right leg closer to you with that right shin in parallel in front of your body or to the edge of the mat. You can either bring your left foot on top of that right thigh, knee, or just bring it right in front of you, getting it nice and tight in front of that right leg. Get nice and tall, adjust yourself onto your prop so it works for you and you're not sliding off. And then walk yourself forward. I'm scooching myself back a little bit and walk yourself forward. Ooh, yep. Doesn't take much on this side at all, and that is okay. And maybe on one side over the other, you would like something under a knee or a thigh. I think I'm going to take this bolster since it's so close and place it under this left knee, which is feeling just a little sensitive right now in this. That's perfect. You will get my most authentic self in these practices. Listening to my body. And hopefully that will give you permission to really take what I say to heart and use whatever you need to make these poses your own. Be a pal. Pause, presence, ask, listen in these little teeny moments. Yeah, my knee is feeling agitated. Ask, what could I do here? Listen. Starting to make friends with that intuition, that inner guide that we all have. Walk your hands in closer to your body, slowly coming up. Bring your hands behind you. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Give them a nice little shake. The toes. Move the ankles. And again, we'll set up the same way with that first leg. So that right leg's coming in front of you. The shin parallel and this nice 90-degree angle in front of you. That left leg is coming back to your left side, bringing that thigh into basically a 90-degree angle. What? Just an idea. I'm going to remove my prop from behind me, take my bolster or pillows, whatever you have, bring them to the right-hand side of your hip. Slowly start to turn your torso over your prop. And as you go, I adjust my legs the whole time as I'm going down. And let go, release through the hips. I'll leave some time for quiet in this pose. I feel like I've talked quite a bit. So just really take this time to go inside. And press into your palms and your forearms slowly. Walk your hands in closer to your body, leaning into that right hip so you can extend your legs out. A nice little shake. Coming onto the soles of the feet, knees are bent, and just windshield wiper the knees side to side. A little twist to the lower back. And coming back to center, removing your bolster. Coming to kneel, we're going to take our blanket and just bring it right next to our mat, down towards the bottom on the right-hand side of your mat. It's just a nice padding and cushion for our leg. We're going to make our way down onto our bellies. Leaning onto that left hip and that left side, bring that right knee up next to your body, coming into basically a 90-degree angle. Then we're going to start lowering our belly and our front down. And as you go, you might need to scooch that knee down. So you decide how it works for you. I definitely have to go down quite a bit. And then we're going to just bring our chin to the back of our hands. Adjust however you need to so the front of your body is able to relax down onto the mat. And you can bring the cheek to the back of the hands or the forehead. And when you're really here, really begin to let go through the buttocks, through the hips. Really opening up through that inner hip and that groin area. And slowly leaning onto that left side a little bit so you can scooch that right knee back underneath you. Come all the way back onto your belly. Let your hip have a moment to readjust your lower back. And bring that right foot into the air. Bending at the knee. Just circle the ankles. Wiggle the toes. Maybe just moving the leg around a little bit. And always being hyper aware, staying in the body, noticing all the places that you're getting to with this little movement. Bring that right foot back down. Bring your blanket over to the left-hand side of your mat. Same idea. Leaning onto the right hip so you can bring that left knee up next to your side. And then slowly lowering down on your belly. And then as you go, adjusting that leg so it works for you. And once you're there, really settling again through the front body, through those hips, allowing them just to sink down into the mat. You bring your cheek to the back of your hands, just rest here, be with the sensations, be with your breath. Once you're in these poses and they feel okay to you, try to bring stillness to it. Those deeper tissues really work to protect us, and they do take a little longer to let go and to release. So that's why the stillness, the patience, the gentle guidance of releasing and letting go. Lean onto that right side so you can slowly lower that left foot back down underneath you. Coming onto your belly. Take a moment. So rebound time can be sometimes my favorite part of the pose. It is a part of the pose. This time we go in, feel that denseness that we've released. Maybe that lighter energy of some heat, some tingling. Feeling everything start to settle, restabilize. Bring that left foot up into the air, wiggle the toes, circle the ankle. Bring a little movement in with the leg. And we'll make our way onto our backs. Get nice and slow. Knees are bent, soles of the feet are on the ground. And we'll bring that left knee in towards our abdomen, stretch the right leg out. We'll stay here for a moment. Lower that left foot down. Bring your right knee in towards your abdomen. Lower that right leg back down and set up for your deep relaxation. Taking whatever you need, maybe covering up with your blanket. Maybe a pillow, maybe that bolster under your knees would feel good. Giving a little release to that psoas muscle. Once you're there, really letting go into the pose. Release, release, release. So your body can restore. And bring a little wiggle to the fingers and the toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor, bring your arms up ahead, maybe clasping the hands and giving yourself a nice little stretch. And roll onto your side, slowly make your way into your comfortable seat. And close the eyes. Feel your body. Feel
the sit bones on the ground. Feel the outline of your body, feeling that restoration, that energy, that buzz around the body, vitality. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Release through the mouth. Another deep breath in through the nose. And release. Rub your hands together, creating a little heat, a little energy. Bring them in towards heart center, thumbs pressed into sternum. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, whenever you're joining me. Namaste.